episode of Get a Load of This. From the Silver Creek Studios, I'm Jared.
I'm Ryan.
I come from a land down under.
It's Joe.
And I'm Mike.
Special guest back with us.
Where women piss
Mike.
and men blunder.
We have a full house, man.
we are fucking crammed in here.
Packed in here like sardines. We're going to need a bigger boat, gentlemen. We're going to.
That's right.
Yeah. It's not like Jaws is going to get
We
us.
got the air cranked. It's going to run all night.
No shit, I'm actually comfortable.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
And I've got the wool hat on tonight. So
Yeah.
Nice. Looking
I
good.
thought we were going to videotape, and I can't show my bald, shiny ass head. I got 2 strikes, fellas: the belly and the head. So
I have really no clue what we're going to talk about coming into this. We decided wieners are always a good topic.
Someday we're going to talk about wieners.
Beer is always a good topic. But I think we're going to talk about television.
It's the fall season.
That's right.
yeah.
And,
Is that a thing anymore? Do they still
I
do
think
like?
it is.
Do you need one?
No, I'm good.
Now there's
You cheers to me?
Prost.
Now there's so many like sub seasons, right?
Yeah.
The like The Walking Dead we were talking about they do their mid season finale and then they wait 4 months or whatever and they kick off another one. And I think a lot of shows and networks do that shit now.
Yeah.
And they even have their summer programming that they roll out. So it's
yeah,
not
but
as
summer
exciting.
programming is normally reality TV because they
Right.
don't have to pay anything.
Right.
Scripted television has to be goes through the union and everything.
And so that's what they do in the fall and through
'cause
March
that's
or
when-
whatever.
Well,
yeah.
that's when they develop. That's when the Nielsen ratings are. So
Right.
you got your fall
Sweeps
sweeps and
all
your,
that
and
shit.
your May sweeps,
Right.
and that's where.
But it just
So
doesn't seem
then-
like people get as excited. I mean, certain shows certainly draw that
Well, that's
excitement.
because
of
instant gratification that we have.
right.
When we used to have
Much
to wait.
to Mike's point. Mike
Yeah.
used
Used
to
to
have
have to
commercials.
wait.
So
I don't, yeah. Nope. I
You
do
have
not watch
to
live
wait.
TV
See,
anymore.
and I
fuck your
still
commercials. I
watch
pay
it.
$10 a month for a reason. God damn it!
I'm with Mike on that. Fuck Hulu. I'm not paying a subscription and watching commercials to take my money.
Hey,
No.
you can get a Hulu, and I'm sorry for the free advert here, but
Yeah.
you can get commercial-free Hulu.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay more
Well, that's on you, brother.
than what
'Cause
I
it's there,
would have to
and
pay.
it's awesome.
It's there
Or
for
just
you.
I'm gonna
don't
tell
pay
you.
anything. All right.
So what do you subscribe to currently?
We have Netflix, and then,
And you have your Sling
well, yeah, Sling would be, and really the only reason we have that is to watch the Cardinals.
baseball, right?
And then we have Amazon Prime,
guys are
which we would have
slingers.
anyway for the shipping alone.
Slingers.
But we do watch some shows on there. We're
Hey,
slingers.
which one am I? Am I a bottom
You
one?
are on the bottom. You are a power bottom.
How in the, yeah, I'm a power bottom. How in the fuck am I going to be heard?
Oh, dude.
Listen to me.
Look,
one is he?
you peek it out every once in a while.
I ain't
He's the bottom
peeking
one.
piss.
It'll be fine. I work my
No,
magic.
I'm good.
Oh fuck, Mike's leaving.
I work
Yeah,
the
I
magic
just left.
I'm out.
in
Chuck's
post.
on. New Chuck just came out.
Hey, the beauty of it is I
I
can
get it
watch
now,
Chuck's
but I'm
whenever I want.
good.
but I got this thing damn near on my.
You
like
gotta
I'm,
swallow it.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Deeper, Joe.
Yeah, this
Deeper.
mic's gonna grab the back of my head.
So I feel like Netflix and some of these other streaming services, they start shows anytime, right? I mean, they don't wait for fall. I feel
They don't
like
have to, though,
spring
because
and
they're-
summer, some
they-
new season.
Well, and then
So
when they
you-
release
you
it,
guys
they
are
release the
aware
whole
how
shoot
that all
batch in
works.
one
Right.
shot. You know,
Right, Stranger Things.
Stranger Things that way. Ozark, they did the same way.
But,
they just blast
right.
it
It's
out there.
because it's all because of funding. So the reason why network television is that way because then they can sell that airtime to Pepsi and all the rest of these people out there. Hey, this show's got a Nielsen rating of
Right.
whatever. With Netflix, it's subscribers. Well, people subscribe year round, and so it
Right.
doesn't fucking matter.
But they did it in the fall because people are at home watching TV. They're not
Right, yeah,
out
they're not out in the
at ball
summertime.
games and
Right.
vacation and doing whatever. They're home, and so fall and winter is when all the episodes come. But yeah, Netflix they put them all out at the same time when they release a
Because
season.
you can
or
watch them at your
something.
leisure.
Right. So that's part of it. I feel like we don't have that excitement about the fall season is coming now. I remember
Well, it goes
growing
back
up.
to what
Well, I
one
do.
of
the new
I
shows
do
come out.
because I still watch TV like that.
Yeah, he still
Yeah,
watches
he still
it.
pays.
As it
What was
comes
it
on.
like? $250 a month for?
228.
Oh my god!
No DVR.
Cable.
There's one left. You're the
I
last
don't need
one.
a DVR. Oh, I got like on demand, so I can watch
Right.
a lot of shit
Yeah.
that way. I mean, in fact, I do normally. Like tonight when I go home, I'll go right to on demand and I'll put The Office on.
So one of our loyal listeners has told me he has the YouTube TV, which is I believe $40 a month.
Yeah. What's
It
up,
gets you-
Champagne?
That's right. No, not that one.
Okay.
Different one. I got one of my coworkers.
All right.
And so he's got ESPN, Fox Sports Midwest, TNT, USA, all
On
the
YouTube.
major
Playboy?
channels.
Yeah.
And he loves it a lot. Now he's got, I guess he's watching it through a Chromecast.
See,
So-
I looked at changing because I use the PlayStation View, and Joe always talks about Live PD, and I really want to watch that show because
fucking show rocks.
it looks amazing. But
New
on PlayStation
this
View, they don't
weekend.
have A&E.
Okay.
And so I was looking for a solution as A&E. And plus, I've been a little pissed the DVR hasn't been working
What do you
all
think?
that great with PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's been a little sketchy.
I believe he said YouTube TV has unlimited DVR, but they do.
It was missing
They
something.
erased the show after like 6 months.
Oh, I know what it was. You can't get on a Fire Stick because Google and Amazon
Oh,
are fighting.
right.
They're having a pissing contest about something, and you can't get
Right.
YouTube TV. You can't even get YouTube on a Fire
Right.
Stick.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, fuck, man.
Well, it's Chromecast is like $25.
I
I
come
don't
from
want
a
the
land
fucking
down
Chromecast. I
under,
think Joe's bored.
Yeah.
where women fall and men
We gotta get a new
plunder.
song in his head. Reset him. Push the button on his back.
You guys, does everybody
No,
have,
that's my good and evil.
do you have Netflix? Everybody have Netflix?
Oh, yeah, Netflix.
Everybody,
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah.
everybody except Joe.
Yep.
So what happens when they put ads on Netflix or they
They
stream?
better not.
That's the discussion.
They
Well,
fucking better not.
They're going to piss a lot of people off, but that's
Right.
what they said about cable back in the day, right?
Right.
Right. I remember when cable
And then
didn't
all
have
of a sudden
commercials.
commercials
What
are
pisses
everywhere.
me off when
And
the
people
cable
still
first
stuck
came
with it.
out, it was nothing but Russian women doing gymnastics, or like Southern California women doing like Pilates.
That was ESPN2.
That was like 17 channels out of 19 were just that,
Yeah.
like women working out.
It was the
And,
Ocho.
and now it's not that way.
We need more public access TV. We need to, like a recreation
Oh, remember
of Wayne's
public
World.
access TV?
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome. I
Yeah.
wanted to do a
It's
show
not-
back then.
It doesn't exist anymore. I mean, you can't.
What was you as opposed to PBS? What do you mean?
No,
Well,
you
public
could
access
go
is
to
like you
the
could.
cable channel, and we could go to the cable
Oh,
channel and
right.
say, "Hey, we want to do a show," and then you pitch this to them, and they would either say, "Well, you can pay to have this guy come out for $35 an hour, or we'll send him out for nothing."
Right.
And
Or I think you could just record it and give them a tape and say, "Here, we want this," and they, that's why it was always shitty quality.
Yeah.
But that was the premise of Wayne's World was
right,
that
it
they
was
just
Aurora,
had a public,
Aurora,
basement.
Illinois.
yeah, public access television. And
It's nothing like this professional studio that we've got going
I
on
guess
here.
this is
It's
the
like a
equivalent
real
to it,
outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wayne's World party time.
What is,
excellent?
The Jim
Bald
Hayes,
as
the
head.
cat. He says, a world class local
Yeah.
local cable broadcast personality or something like that.
What is it? Regional broadcast
yeah.
journalist.
Yeah, high quality journalism
Yeah.
right here. No, I don't
You
know.
guys remember the soapbox on Channel 11?
Hell yeah!
Where somebody would
people
stand
get up
there
there
and just
bitch and moan. I
rant
didn't
about
know what they were pissed off about.
Right.
I think I changed
I
it
never.
every time.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
I never
well.
knew what they were talking about, but it was always some
Someone
one
get-
person just standing in front of a crappy
Maybe a
camera.
little man walk out, or a woman get over there and just
Yeah,
bitch. Like 25 seconds, just fucking
Now there's Facebook and Twitter.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the original.
Yeah,
soapbox.
we need to go back to soapbox. I think
I
that's
would
not a
love
bad
it. I
idea.
would watch it
Give someone a half an
religiously.
hour just to stand on TV
It's
and just
called
bitch
podcasting.
and just rail.
Mike,
you know?
go.
That's what it is, right? Oh, yeah.
You're currently
How
on.
much time do I have?
Or
Our
basically,
soapbox.
that's what Fox News and MSNBC and CNN are. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, that's
They
just,
just got-
that's just puke. That's
Yeah.
24 hours of puke right in your ear.
Certainly is lately, man.
It's just verbal raping of your face and your head. All of it. It's just I wish people would just get to the point where they didn't give a fuck. They just don't care. Well,
Yeah.
if you don't care, not so much don't care about care, but don't care about the little stupid mundane bullshit.
well,
Just and
care,
you're never
but
gonna
also respect other people's opinions.
like racial
Is there-
inequality. Is that what you don't care about?
Now,
No, I don't care about
Police
that.
brutality. Is
No.
that what you don't care about?
I had $1 million idea. Reminded me of our back in the day. We had a lot of $1 million ideas, but and Mike.
Is this the radishes that taste like hot dogs?
No, that's a good one
That's a
though.
hell of an idea.
But Mike was supposed to write a bunch
like
of
a
them down.
$4 idea.
He never did, so we.
lost your idea.
$1.84.
So this idea was that we should create an app that is basically it's for debate. So you know if you go on, you guys aren't on Twitter or Facebook or anything like that. So
We should be because everyone.
all of our listeners are probably out there waiting to hear from you on Twitter. Instead, they
Especially
just
you.
get.
I'm on
Yeah,
Twitter.
you're on
Come
Twitter.
on.
You're on Twitter. But no, these people go out there and they're just horrible to each other, and they just spew just hatred and anger, and it's like, and most of it is that people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just being assholes, right? So, but some people will start off a thread and say like something that's like, that's a pretty good argument. I'd like to hear an
kinda like-
educated argument on the other side of that.
It's
But
kind of
you
like
can't
topics.
get to that. Well, maybe it is. Yeah, I don't know. But I
Topics
was
will
like,
start talking.
So
about
what's
it.
you
the idea
create an
again?
app if someone were to create an app where you can basically have a profile on there, obviously, and then you throw your opinion out there. I hate brown dogs. They suck.
That's topics.
Right? So, well, no, obviously
It's TED Talks.
it would be more deep than that.
Okay.
I hate Donald Trump because of his stance on whatever, geopolitical, blah, blah, blah. And you throw it out there, and then other people who may or may not agree with you come on there, and they'll be like, I want to debate this guy. And they can put
But
their...
you'll never get a healthy debate.
It's like debate fight. That's what it is. It's like
Where
drop
do you
the
get
mic
to the part that this is
in the
different
debate forum.
from anything
Right.
else? I
Yeah.
don't know.
That's what it is.
Because
Drop
you
the
get to
mic is
choose who
entertaining.
debates you.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so you don't have to wait
You're not
through
just-
all the bullshit.
okay.
You say, okay, I'm gonna talk to this person because they seem like they're
seem like-
educated. They're not a fucking asshole.
So it's
Yeah.
like Tinder for debate.
But then whenever the debate is over and you've both made your case and you've rested your case, just similar to
Then you
court,
fuck.
you close you close the debate and people can
Pick?
then make their comments on it and vote on who won
Yeah.
the debate.
Oh, okay. So you actually win or lose based on...
Yeah.
That's actually not a horrible idea.
No, that's
At
actually a
first
great
I was
idea.
like, how is this different from like 1997 chat rooms? But you had me. Now you got me with
It's
like
a great
voting.
voting.
idea.
You don't have
Here's
to
the
hear that
problem.
annoying dial-up.
As with most of my $1 million
Ding, ding.
ideas,
Yep.
it's already been done. It's on it's on the
It's already
Apple
been done.
store. It's not
Okay.
available on Android. So, but I believe it's probably coming. But it's I forget what it's called, but it already exists.
The problem is there's no decorum in the discussion anyway. So you could debate. You could have a quality debate with somebody giving a very valid point on the other side, and you can both feel that you won. The other comments outside of that about your debate
Fuck
are
that
going to be
motherfucker.
Or just
Yeah,
could
they're gonna
just
be
be
shit.
garbage, right?
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. I mean, it's going to be
Fuck your mother, you
endless
asshole.
drone
Yeah.
for comment after
Right.
comment after
Right.
comment. There's no decorum in
Right.
that anymore. So,
So
Well, yeah,
the
that's
three of us...
It's the t-shirt tuxedo.
That's right.
It's
it is.
That's the world that we live in.
It's the vagina hat.
The three of us have talked a
yeah.
little bit on different episodes
Team
about...
vagina.
Not the pussy head, to be clear.
No.
The vagina hat.
Yes,
Right.
a clear distinction needs to be made between the pussy hat and the
Okay,
vagina hat.
yeah. Before we continue with what I was going to say, we were, for whatever reason, somehow we were talking about pussy hats before we went on the air.
Because that's what Joe's wearing tonight.
Right.
Right. And we looked them up
But it's
on
on its period.
Google.
It's very messy.
For whatever reason, I had in my head from seeing it on news reports or whatever that the pussy hat was like a big, giant vagina looking thing that you're wearing on your head, or if not, an entire like suit. But then we saw all these.
Looks like a
cotton-
bunch of
entire
taco
suit.
salesmen.
Right. We saw these like cotton hats that just look like a stocking cap with little cat ears or something.
Pussy cat.
And everybody's like, that's a pussy hat. That's a pussy hat. What? It just looks like a stocking cap.
It is. But that's what
So
they all
that's
wore.
what everybody's saying when they said they all had pussy hats on.
Right.
I
Well,
thought
that
it was
original-
like people showing up to a protest looking like a big vagina.
No, the original
See how it goes
protest
political?
after
This motherfucker.
Trump
a little bit.
won the election, that first protest that the women's movement had.
Suck it.
Yeah, do it. Bring it down a little bit.
Yeah,
Bring it
go
down a
ahead.
That's
little
where
bit.
What's wrong?
That's where they get that shit off at. I
I'm
was-
good.
This is why we can't have four people in here.
Yeah.
It just breaks down.
It's just breaking
chaos.
down.
So what I was going to say is the three of us have talked about our social media and our TV purchases and different things. We've never heard from Mike. Mike, what do you use at home? Do you have TV? Do you have
Yes.
cable?
No.
Hulu? Netflix?
Yes.
What do you got?
Yes.
Man. Okay.
So you don't have DirecTV anymore?
You want me to you
Yeah,
want me to give
tell us-
like an
Give us the
oration of this
rundown
here
and,
rather than
and
okay.
to the penny how much you pay. No.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
and
So
you have to tell how much you pay because
I have a TV.
did.
I do have more than one.
Flat screen?
How many you got?
Yeah.
No, it's tube. It's
I have-
console. It's got a
I
record
have
player.
a LCD TV.
Okay.
Okay.
How many you got? How many TVs you got?
Oh, jeez.
3.
Don't get us started.
3. So
Yeah.
one in the living room, one in your room.
Right. One in the basement. An extra one in case one of the other 3 go out.
And
Sure, yeah.
bring out the spare.
One on
so
the
the
closed
boys don't
circuit
have one in their
dungeon.
room.
Well, yeah, they do. I'm just talking about my TVs,
How many TVs you have in the house? So that'd
including
be
like
5.
computer monitors. Would be
No,
included in
no,
that.
no, TVs.
See, so 5, 6,
5.
6.
6. Wow.
Right.
So he's on par with me. I have
I
6.
got an
Yeah,
extra.
we have 6.
So
Jesus.
no cable.
It's the world we live in.
I have
No
Sling
cable.
TV.
Okay. Sling. I
It's
like
all right.
Sling.
It's all right. It's okay.
Gets the job done.
I keep it for sports.
Right.
Cardinals. Oh, wait. Your name
Not Cardinals.
Fuck the Phillies.
Yeah,
Actually,
Uh,
we're rooting for the Phillies this week. So.
yeah. You know,
All right.
there's always one somewhere.
This is gonna be
Sling TV, Hulu. I have the non-commercial version, which
So
is
you
$3
you
more.
pay the premium.
I do, and it's worth every penny.
Yeah.
So
Fantastic.
is I feel like regular Hulu, I want to say, is $9.99 and premium is like $14.99.
Now let's
Something like that?
All right, I'm gonna throw some numbers at you.
'Kay.
It's $8.99
Okay.
and $11.99.
Oh shit, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad
For no commercials.
for no commercials.
Joe just shit himself. I think.
oh, stretch it. Oh, it feels so good.
Can you grab me one?
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
Who needs one, ladies?
So,
I'm good.
so
Okay.
Hulu, Netflix. Did I say that already?
You did.
I have Netflix.
You don't have Amazon?
I do have Prime.
Right.
So
that's-
then you
that's-
do have
This
the
guy
Amazon
is like got
programming,
the
but,
hookup.
That's just because we have it for
Right.
You know, we
but do you
shipping.
watch any Amazon programming?
That's where Chuck is right now, my man.
that's right, okay.
Chuck's on there. It's awesome.
Mike,
Yes, sir.
the fuck is this?
That's fake ice.
Fake ice.
That's fake. That's fake ice. It's
Then
environmentally friendly
There's why
fake
we
ice.
need the video. Cause,
I
you
know.
Right.
Yep. It's coming soon, folks.
And that's about what I have. I think.
Okay.
I
So Hulu
and
premium,
I have a
Netflix, Amazon
an
Prime,
antenna for locals.
over the air. Nice. That's a good setup, and you're probably not paying too much a month. And you're getting tons of stuff, tons of content.
Tons of
It's good.
I don't get enough.
You're very high tech.
No.
What do you use for the Sling? Do you have a Fire Stick or
Roku.
a Roku?
Roku.
Okay.
That's where it's at.
Roku, yeah. But I don't watch live television off.
Yeah, we don't either.
I mean,
Maybe
I'll
football
find a
on
show
Sunday.
or two. Yeah, I mean, sporting events are a different story, but you find a show or two or three that you like, and you just kind of binge through them and move on to the next. I mean, we had, like the HBO or premium channels when there's a good show on, but I mean, there won't be another good show on those until 2019. So
What's
Right.
that? On HBO?
yeah,
When does Game of Thrones?
2019.
Is it that long before they
Yeah.
come out with another?
yeah, it'll be next year.
Jesus.
Uh,
See, now
what
I'm
about
glad I
real
don't watch
sex?
that because I've tried. I couldn't
Or
get
like
into it.
cab confessions.
They don't make those anymore, man. Taxi Cab Confessions is. I
I'm
think the
kinda-
gal
you were
that was
saying?
in front
I
of
don't
that left the network.
I'm kind of with you. I've tried on Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's what-
and
yeah,
I only
yeah.
got like 2 seasons in, and I just
Yeah.
sort of lost interest.
Well, and if you got to wait a year and a half, or how long
Well.
is it between seasons?
It's been a year up until this point.
That's
this
crazy,
last
man.
section.
I guess that's why everybody gets
Hey,
so
big
fucking
news.
excited about it whenever it comes back out.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Skinemax is not going to show skin anymore.
what?
Yeah,
What does
I
that
read
mean?
that somewhere.
well, they're going to go out of business because that's the only
their
reason anybody kept
policy?
them around.
They're going to be
Well,
serious. There's going to be documentaries.
whatever.
Documentaries. That's cool. I like documentaries.
You like documentaries
I mean, I guess porn is documentaries.
in one way or another.
Wow, what's this? Young girls coming to the city. Okay. Yeah, she meets a lad. Wow, that was fast.
So, do you subscribe to so only HBO whenever there's something good on? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you pick it up, you drop it, you pick it up again.
So is
Yeah.
no one's done the
Stars.
hack on your fire,
Kodi?
Fire Stick or Cody or anything like that?
No. Several people I work with have done it, and
Well, the latest one just got shut down,
oh yeah,
and I don't know if there's a good option out there anymore. It was called Terrarium. Was the most recent one that got shut down, and the guy apparently was one developer that was doing it, and he just decided, fuck it,
yeah.
I'm done, and he shut it down. So like Cody, there's a bunch of different stuff that still works, but I don't know, man. I think the FBI's after him.
Hold
you know?
it right up to the mic.
You're fine.
No,
But
it's all
People
good.
don't know we're drinking.
Yeah, a guy at work actually today, the guy who has YouTube TV also has the Kodi app for his Fire Stick, and he was kind of saying it's sort of a pain in the ass. The interface isn't that great. You're
Right.
always kind of having to deal with something getting scrambled or shut down, and
And that's why you don't
whatever.
go pay anybody to do, because
Right.
there's people
Oh,
online
yeah.
all over the place like, oh, I'll sell you a hacked, and they call it like jailbroke or
Yeah,
hacked.
right.
And it's like they're charging twice what a Fire Stick costs, but
Right.
in 6 months, if not less, if not 6 weeks,
Yeah.
whatever they've done could get shut down, and then you got a fucking Fire Stick.
That's
So
how
I
those.
talked about it earlier, and because I've been going back and listening to some of our old stuff, and I talked about buying a jailbroke. And you both said, no, it's
Well, yeah,
not
I
worth
could do
the
it in
money.
5 minutes for you.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'd probably just be fine with just buying
yeah.
a Fire Stick and being done.
Yeah,
I got
'cause
one
they keep-
TV that doesn't have a cable box, and that's
One
what I
out
told-
of 6.
1 out of 6, and
What do you use that one for?
spoiled.
Well,
Born?
it was a room.
Just looks at his reflection in it.
Yeah. It was a room that was getting built, that was getting made, and then Life puked in it. And now I have to wait until Life gets unpuked out of it, which is in October, and then we can go forward with it.
Right.
But I already hung the TV in the room, and it's all set up, and I've actually watched The Equalizer on DVD because I have a DVD player in there.
Oh, I wanted
Is
to.
this the one where we put that treadmill in?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted
That
to
thing's never coming
congratulate
out of
you.
there.
With a hatchet.
I hope this isn't too much information, but your daughter participated in the first band competition of the year,
Yes,
and
she did.
they got grand champion overall, and she is kind of the leader of the band.
She is the leader of the band. She's senior leader.
Drum,
They got 11 out of 12 possible
Drum
first
major.
places.
right?
And
That's awesome.
yeah, and I found out today she made homecoming court. So
No shit.
yeah,
Nice.
Isn't
That's
that
fucking awesome.
Yeah, so she's her most. I love my girl. So her most exciting, that best thing that she loves about it is she doesn't have to walk in the parade. She gets a ride. She gets the ride.
Nice, right?
So
Oh yeah. So and again, this is getting into like band nerd details, but so I guess the last parade we had was it the homecoming parade or the
yeah.
And a lot of times in the summer, the hottest days of these parades, the kids have like a summer uniform that's just a t-shirt with their band pants or whatever.
Yeah, not high school though.
Well, they do, but this year they got new uniforms and they want to show them off. So all the kids had on their full band uniform, jacket, hat, everything, layers and shit, and they're just fucking passing out there in
A
the
little
street.
behind the scenes on that.
Yeah.
My wife and I did unbelievable amount of work to get to where we could spend the $30,000 to get to.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the flags paid for that?
Yeah.
So yeah, Joe's Good Samaritan stuff. He does some fundraiser for the band, and I participate. You participate, Mike.
I do. That's correct.
So it's a great fundraiser if you're ever looking for one. Is that Joe installs a flag in my front yard for every holiday.
Well, for 5 holidays. But yeah,
Yeah.
anyhow, the money that went to that
Periodically
went
scares
to
the shit out of my kids.
I like to come out and watch you
raise
while you're
so
working.
it bought, and they thought it was going to take 2 years, and it was a little over 12, 13 months.
Chuck
crazy money.
opened the door on whatever it was for 9/11 for Patriots Day. You were putting it in, and he opens the door and he wasn't expecting anybody to be out there. And he goes, "Oh shit, it's Joe!" I'm like,
Ryan
what the hell's Joe do in my front yard? He's like,
Yeah.
"Put the flag up."
Ryan yells 83 and Joe comes storming up there, lays him out.
Over. It's like a shaved Bigfoot out in the yard. Jesus.
I do remember doing that in high school. I believe the year before, so I guess, the year before I joined the high school marching band, they got new uniforms. So they had big fundraisers, just like you guys are doing. But then we also had a big trip, and you're raising money for that. So they had all these fundraisers, car washes.
Yeah. Still did that.
Standing on the corner of the whatever intersection, just basically asking for money.
That was hooking.
Yeah. Okay.
We're
Basically.
going to need some of you
think
hotter
that-
band members to
That's
come
not
out.
a fundraiser.
I think we did leaf raking. We did all kinds of stuff
I'll
to,
be back
to
in 20
raise money.
minutes.
Do you know, you guys, they had that Queen of Hearts thing. We went up
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
Do you know how much it was for the Catholic church here in town? It was for the Catholic school athletics program. Do you know how much they raised?
Well, I know what the jackpot
The
was.
jackpot for the
$1
final
million.
one was $90,000, $92,000 or something like that. They raised $40,000 for the church school athletic programs. I'm like, that's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
And they're kicking
And
off
they're-
another one
they're
in
gonna
like
do
a
it
week.
again. Yep.
So if they have,
So somebody won that one?
Uh-huh.
yeah.
With like 9 cards left. Or
Yeah,
something,
it was
right?
less than that. I think it was like, maybe it was 9. It was
Yeah.
There was not many left.
Right.
Oh,
But yeah,
cool.
the jackpot was like, I would say 90 or
92,000,
92,000
yep.
and some change. And
Rob that motherfucker.
yeah, I mean, but they're gonna kick off another one, and assuming it goes the same distance, if they make another $40,000 off of this, like this small Catholic school athletic program just netted $80,000 for
Right.
it. Like where are they going to spend it all?
Oh, man, they'll spend that in
yeah.
one
I mean,
weekend.
they're going to have some pimp
New
ass
uniforms,
uniforms, and their fields are pretty
Hey.
nice already.
I'll give it to
You
the-
can't run
we
around
need a new
spreading
gym.
God's good word in a shitty car.
That church bus is going to be laid out.
Bullshit. The fucking priest car. Y'all want to know why?
It's specifically for the athletic program, though.
Yeah, I bet it is. Y'all want to know why a Reverend run around in a brand new Cadillac? I say, how can I spread the word in a shitty car? Y'all want to know why Reverend wear a brand new suit? He wear a new suit because Jesus want him to. Yeah, I've been down that road. I know how that shit goes.
But I mean, that's
But
just,
we were talking about so the venue. That part of the deal is that this Catholic junior high athletic program is putting on this fundraiser.
Is this part of the fall preview?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, we shifted gears a little bit. I think we ran out of gas on the television thing.
That's fine. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And
We're just talking.
They hold it at
Capitalism.
the Stubborn German, which is a great microbrewery here in town.
Venue. Beautiful.
Yeah. And the idea was they're on a slow night, Tuesday nights, there's nobody there. So they're going to have this fundraiser to hopefully bring out some more people to the bar.
People.
Yeah, some.
Right.
Well, a year later, when this thing's still fucking going on,
They shut
there's
down a fucking
1,000
street.
people, maybe. I don't know how many, 2,000?
I don't know.
I don't
There's
know.
a lot of damn people.
Yeah, they're
When-
going to shut the street
This
down.
Tuesday when it ended and this lady won, they had, again, the street wasn't shut down, but they had a big part of the street blocked off for the crowd to stand. There was people standing on the lawn of the courthouse, and they had speakers, big loudspeakers on all of the street posts in town that the dude in Stubborn talking could be heard for 6 blocks. And
meanwhile,
people were standing everywhere. I mean, it was nuts.
the venue's packed, and they're serving drinks
Had
in
a
there.
trash up derby outside.
They got a tap outside, and the guy
and there was
is
someone selling
constantly-
nachos and popcorn and shit.
really?
I
I
think
didn't
that
see
must
that.
be the school too. I'm like,
Yeah.
they're just making a killing. It's brilliant.
making a killing.
But the venue is too. They're
Oh,
just buku bucks. They probably get none of the jackpot, but they're making
No,
a
they
ton.
don't
Every
care.
10 seconds, the guy's pouring a new beer.
Yep.
And what I say to that, hail capitalism.
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. And now there's a barbecue joint going in next door. They're going to be,
Right. Oh,
you know,
yeah. Man.
Well, they're hooked up. That barbecue joint's hooked up to where they'll deliver
bring
food
food
over.
over,
Yeah,
yep.
all you gotta
Yeah.
do is you got to physically
they're just going
take
to buy
your
that
fat
alley at
wobbling
some
ass
point.
over.
Buying
hit a
those
button.
buildings.
That's all you have to do.
No, I don't think it's that. You're gonna have to take your fat wobbling ass
button.
over, and you're gonna have to order your brisket. I'll take a brisket, and then you can waddle your fucking tired, sorry ass over and sit at the benches, and then they'll bring it over to you. And you sit there and you can sip on your whatever Stubborn German's selling you, and then you can
Fancy beers
gnaw on your
brisket.
rotting carcass.
So there's a venue, and this is a terrible story
Sounds
because I can't
delightful.
remember the name of any of these
It's a little
three
better
places
than that.
I'm going to describe. But over in Soulard, near where I work, there is a little microbrewery, and it might just be a beer pub. I don't think they actually brew the beer there. But anyway, tons of different beers. And then right next to it is a wood-fired pizza place
Yeah.
and wings. And then right next to that is a Mexican restaurant, but it's
Wow, can we say
it's
Mexican
delicious.
on the air?
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like kind of one of these local,
Our apologies.
tequilas or whatever. It's like delicious,
I can.
kind of crafty tacos and stuff.
Oh,
But anyway,
tequilas is
I
all
love
right.
tequilas too. But all three of these places are connected with like this brick hallway in the back, and so you can be at the brewery, walk over
that's
to
smart.
the Mexican place, order some tacos. They'll bring them to you at your table at the beer
wow.
pub. It's awesome.
That
That is all
Yeah,
right
and they're not related
Why not
businesses
get,
at
well,
all.
but they are
cater
and
to
they're
each
getting,
other.
They're getting they're like, hey, fuck yeah, I'll sell tacos
Yeah,
to your
right.
drunk ass
It's awesome.
and make it right.
Capitalism, man.
So
I feel
love
it.
it.
What's
Yeah.
the name of
Fucking
the? You probably know what I'm talking about. It's right next to Bogart's Barbecue Mexican.
Where at?
Right in Soulard, next to Soulard Market.
I got nothing.
Social house.
God bless it. It's right next to
Mexican
Social House.
place in
It's
Soulard.
delicious.
Is it Chavez?
No, but that's good
That's
too.
good Mexican.
Yeah, it is
Wow.
good.
Yeah, that's extremely racist.
I'll think of it. I'm too drunk right now.
Tequilas.
I was 2 pints in before you even called me.
2 pints.
pints.
We call these
that's-
pints.
no,
now. Where
no,
the
no,
fuck are
I
we?
stopped-
Where are we? Are we the goddamn imperial fucking
Yeah.
system? Now,
I
Jesus
stopped
Christ.
at-
I've been
This
winding my
shit is
pants
off
and
the
kills
fucking
for
rails.
of 2
We
points.
bring Mike over. He
Listen.
lived in Europe for a little bit. Now we're on the fucking
Motherfuckers.
imperial system.
I stopped at the Irish
Oh,
pub on
jeez.
the way home and had 2 fucking pints of beer
stopped
before I
where?
even. It's called the Irish Corner Pub. It's right by where I work. And
Alright,
I
That's
had
fantastic.
You had legitimate
I had
pints.
a.
I thought you were just referring
no,
to the
man.
bottles that you're drinking. That like, oh, it's a
'Cause they're
pint.
not-
You know,
I
I had a
it's not
city,
pint.
citywide Pilsner, and I had Urban Chestnut Oktoberfest. They're both very good.
Right on.
I've
And then
I've made it.
pounding copper lager since I
then
seen
Ryan
you
called
at
and
the
said, "Hey,
store.
we're recording tonight."
Yeah, this is a last minute
pack your
emergency
cooler.
podcast episode. Whatever.
Yeah, this all came together quick, like fucking
It
Justice
did.
League. We put the bat signal up, and we all came
we didn't-
collectively together on each other.
Then we had all go take a shower real quick. And, yeah.
I ain't showering. I'm gonna wear that badge of honor. You goddamn right.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. So,
We still have no direction of what we're actually.
No.
Somebody shot a
talking
baby on my knee.
There's a certain comfort level here that's past.
where were we going? We were on a...
I don't know.
we were on
Where are we
TV there.
going?
Fundraisers.
Fundraisers.
I don't
okay.
Just back for
Cable,
the record,
fuck
I
it.
had nothing to do with
Fall.
the pint talk earlier there. I'm just here.
Fall TV schedule is what we started talking about.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. So last night we watched my bride and I. We watched Criminal Minds, which is a show we love. I think it's a great show.
That's been
Good.
around for like ever, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
13 seasons.
Yeah.
And it was the season finale of last year because next week or 2 weeks from now, they're all coming on. Like Big Bang comes on next
Right.
week and all that
The
shit.
final season of The Big Bang.
Final season.
Which is probably a season too late.
Thankfully.
Well, so
Same as time
I read
ended.
a thing
Yeah.
about that. So they wanted to do 2 more seasons, Chuck Lorre and CBS.
Mm-hmm.
They went to Sheldon Cooper, Jim Parsons,
Right.
offered him $50 million to do 2 more seasons.
Wow.
He told them, no,
Bless
I'm
him.
not doing any.
It's good.
So then he went to the cast. From what I gather, don't
They're
quote
going
me
to
on
kill
any
Sheldon
of this.
off.
No, no. So they went to
That'd
the
be great
cast
to make that show a lot
and
better.
basically,
Choke on Lucky Charms.
yeah. And he followed Hawking. And so he went to the cast, which is, pretty good cast, and they're real close.
Yeah,
from what
sure.
I gather.
It's like the Friends crew, from back in the day. Kind of,
yeah.
sort of.
And they all helped each other make money too.
Yeah.
Which this crew does as well. So he went to the cast and told them what was going on, and they're like, "Yeah, let's fucking shut it
Let's
down."
wrap this shit up. Yeah.
But I mean, there's people in that cast that probably aren't going to be able to spend nothing out of that.
No. Yeah,
And-
you're right.
And of that cast,
oh,
I mean,
yeah.
well, Parsons already has that
The
young
other show,
Sheldon
yeah.
that's fucking killing
He's
it.
got
Yeah.
those Intel commercials to do too with the
Well,
Hewlett Packard. Or
And
whatever.
then
Still doing those?
And then
I don't know because I don't watch.
They'll get
commercials.
something. They may not have any long-term things. You never know what they're going to stumble upon. But did you see the show with the guy from
They're
that
gonna
one
do
show
a
with that guy
Blossom
from that other
reunion.
show? What was the fucking the one with the guys that lived in the loft with the one girl with fuck it,
Oh yeah, yes.
New Girl.
New Girl.
New Girl. Yeah,
Never
yeah.
watched New Girl.
So
That's
the-
Marlon Wayne's though, because I like.
Yeah, he was in
It's
some seasons.
it's Damon Wayne's son, Damon
Right,
Wayne's Jr.
right.
Isn't it?
So the guy, what the fuck is his name? Anyway, he's got a show with it's called The Neighborhood, and
Oh,
Schmidt. His name's Schmidt on
is
the
he
show.
the black guy?
Yeah, well, he's moved in. This guy. The premise is that Schmidt. That's not his
Moves
name of the
into
show.
a white
moves into
neighborhood.
a black neighborhood.
Oh yeah,
And all the blacks are like, seriously? So it looks pretty funny.
yeah.
But
What's
so
his name?
my
He did the
point
roast
is-
of. He was on the roast of Bruce Willis.
Okay. The point is that these guys will get their pilots. They're going to get their chances.
No,
I think.
I don't think Kuther Polly's going to get this chance.
Yeah, I
anywhere.
don't know. I think he might. And I think
And
that even the other
I don't-
the
I
Jewish
don't
kid,
know. Even
know,
with that whole filthy rich
Can't say
Asians
Jewish.
movement that's going on right
Yeah,
now.
I
with
think
that
they'll
The guy
get
that was
their
in old
stuff.
school. Yeah.
Well, and then Penny, she was on.
Penny will do fine.
Yeah,
She's
had
got
another show
Priceline.
before this.
No, she'll step
So,
clean out of that.
we were talking
She
about
does
this the
that
other
shit
day.
because she has to because of 36 episodes.
Are there a bunch of sitcoms like there used to be, or is there? I can't think of 5 sitcoms right now, but I
No,
don't
they're out
watch a
there.
lot
We
of
just
TV.
don't watch. We got
I could
Mom.
Last
Mom,
Man Standing.
Life in Pieces.
I love Last Man
Last Man Standing's coming back.
I like that
Yeah.
show. To Fox.
Life in Pieces is hilarious. If you ever get a chance to watch that, but Mom is good, and what's the one that comes on?
Well, the Big Bang Theory is sick.
Oh, and Young Sheldon.
Well, right.
Young Sheldon.
I just
Yeah.
I didn't know if there's only like 3 or 4. I mean, there used to be
But see,
a
that's
But it's,
dozen
yeah, it's not
at a
like
time.
it was in the 80s
Yeah.
and
Well,
90s.
Competing
where-
channels with 4 or
But
5
see,
each.
that's
Yeah.
the shitty thing of it is so I remember like when I was in my 20s and ABC with like Drew Carey show
Yeah.
and the Norm Macdonald show and all
Right.
that. ABC was just killing it. And then
Norm
before
Mac-
then,
it was like 2 seasons. Norm Macdonald show.
it was good though.
Yeah.
no,
Norm
it was called
Macdonald's-
Norm. It was called Norm.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to interrupt you. Have you seen the Netflix show called Norm Macdonald Has a Show?
I did.
no,
It's pretty good. I've only seen a couple episodes.
He
but
had a
it's funny.
podcast, and
Okay.
he called it. He just kept calling it a video podcast, but and he put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so I watched his, and it was exactly the same format as his Netflix
that's
show.
gonna fall in your
Exactly
lap.
the same.
You think
now
that
he has
he's-
better guests than he had
Yeah.
before, but
Solid.
He comes off as damn near senile and probably like burned out on drugs.
yeah.
But you can tell he's really sharp and he hears everything
Well,
and he's ready to react
exactly.
to every little thing you say.
So our wives, Joe and I's wives, saw Norm at the.
Mike's too.
Really?
They saw him at the
Bone.
Funny Bone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at the Funny Bone,
Wow.
and not that long ago. Like he was big, you know.
Yeah.
And they said he was just fucking
Hilarious.
hammered.
Oh, wow.
Hammered. Just completely out of it. They're like, something was wrong with him. But I contend, because I don't
I
think,
think that's his shtick,
yeah,
maybe.
well, I don't think any of those ladies really,
Have really seen
like
much.
Norm as much
No, not like we did.
as right. And so they just thought he was fucked up and drunk and stoned or something
Yeah.
like that. But in reality, that's Norm. You know, I think that's just how he is. Maybe he was drunk. Maybe he, whatever. But
yeah, he
what-
kind of
yeah,
comes
what kind
off
of
as
time we
drunk
at?
or high. We're at like 45 minutes.
Oh, well,
little
let's continue this.
I'm good.
Let's
I'm good.
call
man.
this a-
Thank
So-
you.
call this a day.
all of you saw?
I didn't. No.
Oh, you
no,
weren't there.
just
The
the
wives
ladies
did.
did.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
ditched us for the night, and they went out and tried to pick up
I think we
stand-up
ate Pizza
comics.
Hut and watch kids.
Aspiring, yeah. Yeah, they went to watch Norm Macdonald with an aspiring stand-up to start
You
with.
can tell me later.
So today at work we had a little bit of a
Boner?
debate about boners.
Wieners. About wieners.
And no. And we talked about this on the air a little bit. We don't have to get too far into it. But I was kind of ranting about kids at beer type venues, whether it's a microbrewery or a bar or whatever, right? These places that allow kids in there. And it's a fucking pain in the ass. I don't
In
want to
your
go.
opinion.
It is.
You're a crotchety
My
old
opinion
fuck.
is right.
You're the youngest one
You
here.
know,
and
I
you're the
walk around here
crotchetiest.
with a boner, and I don't want to hit any small
I
child
was
in
gonna
the
say, what does
head.
that have to do with boners? I mean,
With my
I don't
boner.
get it.
Everything has to do with boners.
So Jared just doesn't like children.
I don't.
He just hates
no,
kids.
I don't. They're loud and rowdy and whiny because most
I
parents
fucking hate
don't
kids.
discipline their kids.
I hate
They're a
kids.
pain in
I
the ass.
Who are
fucking
you
hate-
hanging out with right now?
A bunch of people that have
Loud and rowdy.
bratty kids. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not
if
yelling
I-
about that dinosaur is blue. Fuck you, you little rat motherfucker, and your kid. You wipe your nose.
If I want to
Blow it in your
deal with
dad's
that,
leg.
I'll go to fucking Denny's or Applebee's.
Right.
I'll go to a
No.
bar or a nice, an upper class
To be away
venue
from
like a
that.
Stubborn German, whatever. Exactly. I want to relax. I want to have a couple
Who's taking
beers.
kids into stubborn German?
No,
They're-
but that's his
no,
problem.
they
kids
are.
there.
No, they are. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
I was there last night. There were
Oh
kids.
yeah.
It's a
The
family
last time we were
establishment.
there, some kid ran in front of our table.
See,
It's
I'll
like
be
for
an
the
asshole.
draw.
I don't care.
No, I'm saying the last time I was there on a regular night with the place
There was
wasn't
kids
packed.
running around
Yes, they're not. I mean, it's not every time,
Right.
but it's once is too many.
It's enough
in
for
my
this
opinion.
crotchety old man to fucking
Yeah.
take notice.
Go
You
to
just need to
fucking
stay home and drink by
Applebee's.
yourself.
Yeah.
I guess so. We
You
need
know,
to just
I used
pop-
to have-
It's
I used
called-
to have a
it's
problem
called-
like
it's called
that, too.
Pops. So it's up there in Sojay. There's
You need to
a
go to Randy's.
Well, and somebody said that if you don't
Double
like
R.
it, go to another venue that doesn't allow
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, ain't no
okay.
kid going into Randy's unless they want to get hit.
Yeah.
We still throw nail darts here.
Jarts inside.
Indoor charts.
there's a league.
Wait, remember bottle caps in the 80s? The game bottle caps?
Oh, would you
used to
shoot 'em?
fucking
Yeah.
pitch
Snap
bottle
'em
caps
on
and
the-
you'd hit them like a stick ball. Yeah, they're playing that indoors.
But apparently, I'm in the minority. People at work are giving me shit
I'm
about
with
it.
you
You
about
guys are
that.
giving me
Well,
shit about it.
I don't think you're in the minority. I think that most
No.
people kind of have similar feelings. They're just not as vocal. But
Right.
you know, you
Hey,
have a platform. You have
I got
a
a podcast now, so I can
So
talk about it.
I mean, I think that a lot of people would agree, but just maybe not be as vocal about it.
Fuck them, or stand your ground there.
Yeah,
Take
exactly.
a knee, motherfucker.
But I
Exactly.
don't,
And say,
I don't
you know
entirely
what?
disagree
Fuck
with
these
you.
kids in my bar.
Yeah, if
That's
I'm,
how the future generations of alcoholics learn to live.
Right. That's all they want. That's all.
but I could make the same argument about Denny's or about any restaurant.
Well,
if
my
there's
point
kids,
is-
if there's kids running around, that's just the downfall
Well,
of society.
you're right.
That's where
You're
we're
right.
heading because people are fucking assholes. They don't know how to raise their
And
children.
Running
You know what?
around
I'll
is
say that,
unacceptable. But just being a kid, being loud, being, whining about this or crying because you're a toddler or whatever, right? You're going to deal with that at a certain venue, whether it's
My
McDonald's
bones
or
hurt.
yeah. But you go into an adult establishment that only serves alcohol. They don't serve
Right.
food.
Yeah.
They might serve
Sure.
soda,
They
but
have sodas, yeah.
if they put bourbon in it, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Nah, that's my kind of
So
place.
you don't need to be taking your kids in there. I want to sit there and relax. I don't want to hear the screeching
You don't
sounds
know.
of
They
some
could
kid.
be selling those kids there.
They might,
and that might
top
be like
dollar.
a swap and sell. Like,
Yeah,
Man,
fuck,
even
kids for
parents of
sale.
young
This
children need
kid's
to
for
get out.
sale. I had
Yeah.
Some guy showed up and wanted a pint of beer, and
Hey,
See?
paint. Oh, today she
he's
went
like,
to
"Oh, I
paint.
guess this 7-year-old."
I'm sorry.
Oh, have a-
16 ounces.
Have you
Stubborn doesn't sell by the
Satan
pint.
grab you
I don't
paint?
think.
They sell it by a plastic cup.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
You can get the smaller, the large, or
That's
you can get a
on-
growler.
How about a
Tuesdays.
vente?
You get a venti.
My wife went there.
Yeah.
She went there. We were up there
Super
for the concert in front of the courthouse there.
Yeah.
And she went over there.
Saturday
She went up there to get Sunday.
in the
And
park.
she gets her drink, and she goes, I said, I want a whatever the Hefeweizen is, and they go, you want a small or a large? And she goes, well, I'll just take small. So they get the same cup, and they just fill it halfway. And she's like,
really?
what the fuck?
Oh,
Dude,
that's-
Usually
fill
it's
that
like
up.
For
Yeah.
the small is a shot glass of beer.
Yeah,
But normally they don't. Like if you go there and
Well, if you're staying
then
in
it's
there,
a
they have a
smaller
different
glass
glass.
and
Yeah.
then a
Right.
bigger.
And they still fill it halfway.
What?
Oh, their pours are atrociously small.
What?
Oh, come
That's
on.
stubborn?
Oh, yeah.
they work so hard to make it, Mike.
Whatever.
I've always
I mean, it's
had,
good beer,
every
don't get me
time I've
wrong.
ever been there, I've always enjoyed myself.
Yeah, definitely.
Same with Hopskeller.
Yeah.
Always had a great
Now-
time.
I like
it.
Hopskeller,
I like Hopskeller
but
as well.
I do have some
why don't
reservations.
we save this
about that place.
for the next one. This is ridiculous.
Nah,
Well, we can
we
do
should
that.
probably wrap this up. But Phil,
Fine.
what were you saying about Hopskill? Let's finish
I don't
this.
know.
Finish that thought.
Nothing really, just that I don't like it as much. It seems like it's slightly more pretentious. Their beers are a little more, hey, we've got a raspberry blah 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 today, and it's like, just give me a.
You need
Whatever.
to try
Give me
the,
a goddamn
the English
beer.
brown.
That's a good beer. I've had
Once
Yeah.
you
that.
go back to the
Yeah.
English,
Actually, it
you'll
is
never go
good.
back.
Yeah,
Brown monocle.
and
Yeah.
they do have a decent
English brown.
wood-fired pizza there.
Right.
I
But
just,
you
I
have
for
to
some
order
reason,
it separately. That's the only.
Right.
That's
I
the only
like
thing
the
that makes
stuff-
it
Well,
there's
but
no
that's
waiters. There's no waiters or
That's a
waitresses
German
there.
style. That's a German way.
No, but the
But
fact that nobody
it
waits
is-
on me
I-
kind
it's
of bothers me.
gorgeous.
Look at me. No one waits on me there.
I
I gotta hustle.
Yeah.
I
Well,
gotta
I
work.
found my new way. I've got my arm propped on this, and I'm holding it. I
looking
feel like I'm
casual
Gene
there.
Rayburn from the Match Game.
You feel like you're in control right now because yeah.
All right, Joe.
So Sarah
Joe found
Sally
his stance.
said, "Don't touch me." Where?
So, Mike, you gonna come back for the next episode
I don't. When's the next episode?
soon?
who knows?
Yeah.
This was chaos. Mike
Yeah,
might be
look,
like, you guys
we're
are
just gonna
fucking
Change it.
ridiculous.
We're gonna
We need
chain
to-
him in the basement.
You need to officially schedule something a little bit in advance.
Yeah.
rather
So
than,
here's what happened tonight,
Yeah.
folks. We had to adjust our schedule this week for various reasons, all legit. But
Mine was
were
extremely
they?
legit.
I still don't know.
they
mine
were.
was
Mike
legit.
has no
Well,
idea.
Joe's
Dad was in the hospital.
Joe's dad had surgery.
right.
And he was in the
That's
hospital.
good.
That was
Right.
the primary reason.
That was the
Right.
primary reason.
And they
I'm
kind
good
of
with
threw
that.
everything out of fucking
Yeah.
whack,
And so our plan originally was to get together on a Friday evening, and we could just stay out as late as we wanted, and drink as much as we wanted, sleep in as late as we wanted. That's right. But then here it is. This is a Thursday night. Ryan calls me
I'm good.
twice,
I'm driving,
leaves a
thank you.
voicemail, texts me as if it's a fucking emergency, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Hey,
It
Let's
was
do it
Well,
tonight.
it was kind of an
It
emergency.
kinda was.
It was
you know?
right. Yeah. Put down
So,
your crossbow, bow,
I
Luke.
put down the bow. My son and
Duke.
I were practice shooting in the backyard, bonding, father and son.
Yeah, yeah.
And instead, I had
You
to
put your eye out.
I had to stop what I was doing.
Put your eye out, kid.
I had to tell my son, "Fuck off! Ryan is coming over."
That's right.
He goes, "Oh, we're podcasting. Go fuck
Yeah,
yourself."
basically.
Sorry,
So,
son. Cats
yeah.
in the cradle. Fuck off.
Hey, that's what I kind of did the same thing tonight. I was like, "Well, I'll be with you tomorrow night."
But it's all about the fans.
That's right.
which we appreciate.
We gotta deliver.
How can they get a hold of us, Ryan?
Well, they could check us out on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter at Load This Podcast, or they could send us an email, loadthispodcast@gmail.com.
How about a kite? Like
They
a prison
could do
kite?
that. They could knock
Send
on
us a-
Mike's door, and he knows where
Send
to
us a
find
prison
us.
kite.
I got to say, Ryan has been bringing it on the Instagram game lately.
Oh,
He
you know,
has-
I was a little
bringing
behind the
it.
game. I had to
a little
hammer
behind?
out 3
but he did a good job. I loved the Louis C.K. in the coffee.
in the
cup.
coffee.
That
yeah.
was great.
Well, we talked about coffee. We
Yeah.
talked about Louis
Did
C.K.
did you make that or did you find
I
it?
can't reveal my fucking
All right,
secrets.
that was great.
Yeah,
Louis C.K. in the foam of the coffee.
that was pretty impressive, right?
That was good.
You liked it.
So yeah,
I
check
like
us
that.
out on the Instagrams and
Put a
tell us
pussy
what
at
you
something.
tell us what you want us to talk about because we don't
And
have
you know,
any
there's
fucking
people
original
out
ideas
there
anymore.
No, there's people out there who have no idea how to download a podcast or to use their podcast
That's
app,
me.
Mike.
Yeah, some
right.
people,
And,
some people in this room didn't even know the name of this
Right.
podcast.
Yeah, so what do we call
Some
it?
people have been on
called
previous
Six Dicks in a Bag.
episodes and didn't even listen
So, hey,
to
Mike,
their own
how
episodes.
many episodes have you listened to of Get a Load of This?
Well, let's see. So
many you been
this
on?
is my second one, so I've listened to 2.
Yeah, but you
Live.
didn't even listen to the one that you were. Yeah, right. Live.
As it happened.
Right. I'm an artist. What can I tell you?
Right.
This
Way
guy,
to go, Warhol.
this guy was on our podcast, and his own wife says, "Oh yeah, I never did listen to that one."
No, hold on now. Don't cast
on.
blame any further
What?
than the guy standing in front of you. Right?
Take
You
it
didn't
easy.
make her
So-
listen,
I've had other folks ask me to be on, and I'm like, well, you got to listen to it before you come on.
right?
He's like,
Apparently
all right, I'll listen to it. I'll listen to it. I'm like, all right, you let me
So
know
much
whenever
for
you listen
that.
to it, and then you can come on. You know, yeah. And now I come to find out that
But,
Apparently not.
Here's the thing, though,
This
gentlemen.
fucking seat
I,
warmer
Anybody
over
can
here.
sit in.
I've seen it. I've lived it.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
good. So
He
fucking-
sees just
this
how
seat
shoddy
warmer
of an
over here ain't
operation
done
it
nothing
is.
for
let me
nothing.
close this out with
Known it for years.
with the vision that 14 years that 3 of us assholes have been living next door to each other.
yeah.
Jared is honorary hustler.
Yep.
But yeah, Mike,
We
Joe,
all
and
have
I
to kill a
have been
midget
living
to-
in a row,
completely.
3 houses in a row for 14.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Motherfucking years.
We used to cut
And-
Augusta.
Yeah, well, yeah, we did before we had fences. It was
Before
like,
we had
goddamn, it
fences,
looks like the fucking 14th at
All
Augusta.
3 of us would cut the grass at the same time because you had to, because one asshole could not leave their shit all along.
Right.
So everyone, and then it looked like Augusta. It's
Yeah,
like, wow.
and before we had
nice.
fences, our
Then
kids,
we'd get
and
drunk.
when our kids were little, they'd be out there, and
least for 3
our
houses.
yards were a baseball field.
So
And-
shouldn't you just got one fence on the edge of
We
Mike's
talked
yard
about
and
it.
one fence
Yeah.
on the edge of
we would
Joe's
have been
yard?
coordinated for that,
Right.
and we weren't very coordinated.
And you got to be able. You got to set property lines for the love of Pete.
yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, Joe
You guys
kept
just
shitting
like-
in my backyard. and
Yeah.
I had to put a stop to
I
that.
only like to
Still hasn't
masturbate
stopped.
here.
still has to stop.
Yeah.
Need to put a lock on the actual gate door.
Right.
Mike kept burning down his grills.
But back in the day when our kids
true
were
statement.
when our kids were real little and we were dads of the year, the 3 of us, and really we said, well,
We just
shit.
found 2 guys to drink with.
Right. We said, well, this is pretty good. We could sit on any of these porches and get fucking blind drunk. And the kids are out there somewhere and
Well, they
we look
knew.
like we're killing it, right? We're doing the dad thing, right? And
They've sent our wives to see Norm Macdonald.
right. And you know, meanwhile, we're just getting drunk. The kids, all of them survived. They're all good kids. They're all productive
Well,
little members of
yeah.
society. And it, you know, but when we were sitting out on the porch many of those nights, we'd sit there and thought we were fucking funny, and we were really just drunk. Probably had $1 million ideas.
I don't know. I'm pretty funny.
Yeah,
You are pretty
yes, you are.
funny.
And we had the idea to do a podcast like I don't know 12 or 13 years ago or something like
before
that.
Our podcast. We actually were going to buy a radio station.
Yeah, yeah. We're
And,
gonna put a
well,
tower
we were
up.
going to hijack one, like in Airheads.
or like pump up the volume.
Pump up the volume,
We're just gonna pirate
Pirate
radio
radio,
shit.
yeah.
But here we are. It all
Yeah,
it
There
all
it
came
is.
full
It's
circle.
all
So
puking
The
into
beauty
your,
of the
into your
internet.
fucking
Yeah.
ear hole.
It's all the digital age
Listener,
right there.
hey, listener.
Which we appreciate.
Listen to us.
so yeah, check us out on the social media. Send us an email if you have anything to bitch about or praise us on. And yep,
As
Fuck the
usual,
Cubs.
fuck the Cubs
Yeah,
and
fuck
the
every
Phillies. Actually,
no,
this week
go Phillies.
we're rooting
come
for
on
the
now.
Phillies.
You know what? I've decided
It's a crock of
I
shit.
want to actually fuck every Cub. All
Who's
the way.
first? Rizzo.
No, I'm going to go Andre Dawson.
Oh, former
man.
Cubs too.
Yeah. He's
I'm
going
saying,
way back.
Anyone who wore the C.
Hold on, Ernie Banks is going to be weird.
That's fine. He's probably
You know,
You're okay with not announcing
He's
it.
probably the kind of guy that look back at you.
Well, but no, who's
Are you done yet?
You know, it's gonna be weird. Ron Santo, because he's dead and he has no legs.
Oh, wow, what a spinner.
Dinner.
So fuck the Cubs.
Put that fucker in a basket.
God. Until next time, I'm Jared.
I am Ryan.
This is Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And get a load of this. We're on. We got to get on the mics, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't hear, so you'll have to check.
Okay. You look good.
You sound good.
Yeah.
You sound sexy.
I do. So, I've been, I have to listen to 106.5 at work because it's the only radio station that'll come in decent.
Right.
And they play a lot of different stuff, but it's the same stuff. It's just like anything else. And so they've been playing a lot of
You good, Mike?
Was that you?
Journey,
That was Ryan.
a lot of
Don't Stop Believing.
yeah, all of it. Well, so I keep hearing these fucking songs all day, and it's just annoying. So I started making up my own words, and these fucking people at work,
Losing it.
they really like it. So ZZ Top
They
came
really
on,
like it.
and it's a sharp dressed man, and I go, big gut, double chin, stop the car, I gotta eat again.
Fucking new age Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, it is Weird Al.
And then and then there was Aerosmith. They played fuck out of Aerosmith for some god awful reason, and it was
What station is it?
106.5.
165. Huh, okay.
And I heard a person that we know on there that wins a lot on the radio station.
yeah?
I don't want to say her name.
Yeah.
She was on there. She tied that day, but
Fucking. I got a lot of things.
it was so they play a lot of Aerosmith, and
Is that for your table?
it was Angel.
It's for your beer.
And it was
Is it really for your
Keep
table?
it cold.
how's that song go? God damn it! It was
Angel?
fucking
What?
that ain't you're my
Yeah.
angel.
Yeah. Something like that.
Oh, Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. A bunch of Aerosmith.
Tonight.
Oh, it was
Yo.
I'll pull down my pants and I'll show you my penis. It's looks diseased in red. Let's keep that just between us. What can I do? I only try and shoot hot glue.
Hot glue.
Yeah, they like that one too.
I'll bet.
That was good.
It's good to have a fresh audience, right?
Oh yeah, all my shit plays well. It's pretty funny. But then I come in hungover one day, and they're like, "Well, what's wrong with you? I have a podcast." They what?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So then
We got a whole new crew.
yeah, whole new people. So the mechanic at work today listened to part of the last one we had, and he goes, "Jesus Christ, dude, you were talking about washing your balls." He goes, I said, "Yeah." I said, "I like
Was that the outtakes or was that?
That was
the
right.
beginning.
Yeah,
That's how we kicked it off.
network.
Right?
That was network television right there.
Prime time.
That was. He goes, "That's yeah." I don't.
That was
think
some of our
he got
best
there.
work, I'd have to say, too, because it was like, hey, it's just, yeah, everybody washes their balls. Well, not everybody.
Well, not everybody.
Yeah, but
Most
anybody
men
with
do.
balls, girls
What do
wash
you
their...
think? What do you think a homeless man does?
Whenever he gets a chance, I
When
bet
he
he
gets,
washes
I
them
bet he
real
scrubs
good.
them like it's the last day on earth, man. I would. Like,
There's a whole
God,
bar.
this is taken. It's taken in here. I am washing these motherfuckers till the hair rubs off. But yeah, I don't know. That's how I would do it, and because you never know, it'd be like the apocalypse. You'd be like, God, when's the next time?
Yeah, man, I don't
It
know.
could go the
couldn't-
other way.
I couldn't be homeless. I mean, I
Couldn't do
went
it, huh?
Fuck no,
I
I
went
couldn't
one day
be
without
homeless. I'd just
showering.
start working.
When I was staining my deck, and I'm out there, and I like bent over, and I smelled my own ass.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So
Smell
think of
like my
like,
own ass.
Jesus
think of like
Christ.
running from
Is that
zombies.
me? Where's the fucking dog? Is there a dog around here? What the fuck just happened?
That's rough.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta go shower.
Think about like running from zombies though. So yeah, your balls are going to start stinking real
Oh,
bad.
sure,
and then
yeah,
you're still like
yeah.
a month off from a shower at best.
You're probably gonna chafe at some point too. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're walking that much,
man, I finally.
But eventually you
put a
just
little
smell,
talc down.
you
Yeah,
smell
little
like
Gold Bond,
the
yeah.
zombie, and then they don't come after you. You just-
No,
Zombies
smell
smell
like
like
anything
dead
I've ever
balls.
seen. Yeah, I don't think that scares them away. Dead balls. I mean,
they
it's
probably-
almost
that's
like a
like a
dinner bell.
delicacy.
Yeah. Arrgh. dead balls. Oh.
Oh, shit.